Hey guys, my name is Luis Chantry. I will be your teacher for today's lesson. So today we're going to talk about how you can improve the learning experience. You guys are going to get some advice on how to actively learn or how to actively study, practice, and retain information. So the first tip we have is to focus on active learning. What do we mean by active learning? Active learning means active participation or actively participating in conversations, speaking, writing, and engaging in hands-on activities such as listening to music, writing emails, listening to podcasts, learning what you have, your hobby, something that you like, and listening and practicing your listening skill is very important. Try to do it as often as you can. Not just memorizing what you're listening to or trying to repeat just by memorizing things. Try to retrieve from your mind the things you have heard. Try to go back and recover what you were listening to. And that helps a lot to strengthen the neuronal circuits in the brain. Talking to other people, it's easier to understand new things, languages and vocabulary rules when you do it having fun. So the act of speaking, of engaging in conversation motivates you, and it's an easy way to enjoy the most of what you're learning. Create a study routine, establish a consistent study routine that fits your schedule. Allocate dedicated time each day during the week for language learning activities. Believe me, consistency is the key for building language skills for life. Try new stuff, new things. Surrounding yourself with language is important. So try to do everything you like in the language you're learning. If your hobby is playing soccer or is fishing, try to go after these activities in the language that you're learning. Watch movies, listen to music, read books, articles in the language. But very important, try to always remember what you are reading, what you're listening to, what you're watching. Try to, without reading anything, just try to remember, to recover what the content that you saw. After watching this video, for example, take some time and just try to remember the most important things. Go back and watch the video and see if you could find some of the things that you remembered. Immerse yourself in the culture to improve your comprehension and cultural understanding. Practice every day. Consistency is crucial for language learning. Dedicate time each day, even if it's just 15 or 30 minutes, and practice all the skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Regular practice helps reinforce concepts and builds fluency over time. It is more important what you do outside the classroom than what you do inside. Trust me. Last but not least important, embrace mistakes. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Mistakes are part of the learning process. A baby, when they start toddling and the next step for them is to stand up and to start walking, the baby falls in the process of learning how to walk. The cerebellum corrects its equilibrium and the baby learns how to take steps without falling after falling many times. Falling here is the mistake. The brain learns after having made mistakes. So you need to make mistakes. And you need to dare using things for the first time. So you are correcting yourself. The more you correct yourself, the better you become in the language. Embrace all of those mistakes as learning opportunities and use them to refine your skills. When you notice the mistake you're making, you learn. And remember to practice the right form. Okay, language learning is a journey and every step forward counts. Now that you know most about active learning, let's try some study tools to intensify your learning process. The first one is the Pomodoro technique. I think you've heard of the Pomodoro technique. It involves dividing study time into focus periods, typically 25-minute long, called Pomodoros. After each Pomodoro, you should take a short break, usually around 5 minutes each, and do anything else but study. Your brain has to go into diffuse mode. So go into active mode versus diffuse mode all the time. That helps a lot. After completing a set of Pomodoros, take a more extended break, typically around 15 to 30 minutes. During this break, you should take a walk. You should do something you like. Drink some water, eat something good, in these breaks. This structure will help you maintain focus, improve time management, and save your mental health when you're studying for long periods of time. Do not cram on one typical way of doing things. Do not repeat the same thing over and over again. You need to go through variety. You need to interleave. You need to space out what you're studying, okay? The next one is a special tip, especially if you're crazy about routines. So this is definitely for you, time blocking. The name is not the prettiest or most inviting one, but time blocking is like having a special schedule for different things. You need to learn how to block your time to do stuff that matters to you. It means setting aside specific times for each subject or task you have to do in your day. This way you can focus on one thing at a time without getting distracted when studying. It helps you not just to stay focused, but also prevents you from trying to do too many things at the same time. And a myth, none of us is multitask. We don't do many things at the same time. That is a myth. We change from one thing to the other fast because we have cognitive flexibility as an executive function in our brain. The last one for everyone who has trouble leaving your phone away is distraction management. As I said, distraction management means finding ways to stay focused when you're studying or when you're doing something. It is important to notice things that can distract you and figure out how to deal with them. A very important tip is to have one distractor only during your study period. For example, if you have a song playing at the back and that's the only distractor that helps you focus because you only have one thing distracting you. And the phone, water, people coming into the room, things happening, sounds, too many distractors, they make you lose focus. So have one thing that you know that is happening, like the sound of the air conditioning I'm hearing here can be a distractor, and while it's going on, I can focus on what I'm saying to you guys, as an example, okay? So turn off your notifications on your phone, turn off the sound when you're studying so it doesn't distract you. Take a quiet place, a nice place for studying, and don't go over too long study periods. Like the Pomodoro recommends, Pomodoro technique, go for 25 minutes, break 25 minutes, break 25 minutes, doing different things. You can train these tools. Depois desse tools, você pode seguir. You can train these tools. Eu falei, you can train these tools. You can train these tools by doing the 21 days of new habits exercise, for example. If you don't know what it is or what I'm talking about, I recommend that you read the book, The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg in its original version. In English, even as a reading practice. In the book, Charles says that it only takes 21 days to create a new habit in our lives. I haven't tried it, guys, but I should. Whether it's eating healthy, taking up a new hobby, or learning how to study English. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed learning with us. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the little bell at the bottom of the screen so you'll know when we have new videos. See you all later. Space out, retrieve, interleave.